McSherry here again from Creating Artists for Tomorrow. I have another really simple, fun springtime project that you can do with your children. Doesn't require a lot of materials. We're going to be making these really sweet butterflies. And to make these, to do this project, what you'll need is some paint. You'll need a brush, and the only other thing you'll need is a sponge. So I've got a kitchen sponge here that I'm going to loosen up, make sure it's pliable. So I'm going to just dip it in some water, squeeze it out, and then to make your butterfly, now it doesn't, like this sponge has a really cool design to it, which makes for a really cool butterfly, but it would be neat if you had a sponge that had a different pattern to it too, and use a variety of different sponges. And all you're gonna do is squeeze it in the middle, and with a rubber band, you're just gonna tighten it up in that middle. It's pretty simple, so I'm gonna get that going. All right, so it'll look something like that. I've got these already made, so I'm gonna also, this one's a little smaller, so I'm gonna reconstitute that with some water. This is the one that I use to make these butterflies with. All right, so I've got a big butterfly and a little butterfly. And then all you need to do is start printing them. So you can talk with your children about patterns, making a pattern on the butterfly wing. You could go online and look at butterflies and the patterns that different butterflies have on their wings, and then have them come up with their own butterfly pattern. And all you need to do is take your brush, and always think about your brush size. I'm gonna go with kind of a medium-sized brush so I can just get some nice, good paint on there. If you're using a really small brush, it's gonna take a lot of time to get it covered up. So I'm gonna come up with a pattern. I'm gonna maybe just paint on some yellow here. I'm gonna paint yellow on the other side because we could talk about symmetry. If I've got yellow on the right side, then I need to have yellow on the left side. So when you look at the butterflies online, you can talk to your children about the word symmetry and how our faces are symmetrical and butterfly wings are symmetrical. All right, now I'm gonna go, let's go to another color. I think I'm gonna go to pink next. And you want to get a good amount of paint on there so that you get a good vibrant print. Okay, you kind of just dab it into all those nooks and crannies. All right, and then I'm going to go back to the yellow because I got some blue in there. That is what we call a happy accident. I dropped it, it went into the blue paint. So we're just gonna see how that plays out when we print. And then since I've got some blue from the drop there, and actually I can see a little bit, I'm gonna add a little bit of blue to make it symmetrical because of that happy accident. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue over on this side and just kind of, I think that's gonna, see, you never know. These accidents happen because it, might make it even better. All right, so there we go. So to print it, all you do is you get a piece of paper. I've got big paper. You can use small paper depending on the attention span of your kids. And you're just gonna lay it down and press. You wanna press and make sure all areas of that sponge touch the paper. And then you lift it up. And look, I think that happy accident just was perfect. So there are no mistakes in art. If something happens you weren't expecting to, let it change the direction of where you are going with your art, because you never know if it might be better than your original plan. So what you're gonna do is just kind of keep using your sponges. If you have different size sponges, if you have different shaped sponges, it would be neat to have a variety of butterflies. And you're just going to pounce them all over. And then once you have all your butterflies down, then you can add the grass. And I'm just going to add to this paper here. I'm going to get my brush again. And we know that grass is green, and we know when you look at grass, it's not all the same shade of green. So you're going to go, I'm going to get some of this green and add a little bit of yellow to it. Just kind of keep adding some grasses in here where the butterflies are flying all around. Add a little bit more blue to that to create a different kind of green. Okay. You could also take your brush, I'm going to take my brush and add some to this one. What we're missing in there is we need to add the body and the antenna. So to add the body to the butterfly, you just kind of paint kind of a body shape, kind of a flattened oval, and then you can paint the antennas on there. Also, if you look at the grass, I used Q-tips to create some flowers on the grass. If you want to use fingers, you can. I'm going to take some of this pink on my pinky, and I can add some flowers to the grass down here if you don't have a Q-tip. So this is really simple, really easy, and it would be a really nice Mother's Day present to make for your mom for Mother's Day. Hope you guys are doing well. The times are very trying. We're learning a lot about ourselves, and I hope that you guys are doing some art at home, because that's only going to lift your spirits. It's going to make the children more inquisitive and more thoughtful. So hope you guys are doing well. And we are still planning on having summer camps. So if you are interested in summer camps for Creating Artists for Tomorrow, right now we are still planning on them. We are looking at ways to make them a little bit safer for COVID-19. We're going to cut down on the camp size. We're going to come up with some regulations and rules for, safety issues. We're working on that now. But if you have any questions, please give us a call, 864-561-7420, and we would be happy to answer your questions. But I think the kids are going to be needing something to get out and do and to create. So I hope you will consider the summer camps this summer. Go to creatingartistsfortomorrow.com, and all the information for them is on our website. Ciao!